Grocery prices are not going back down. Let me just say that out loud. The things you are picking up every single week, lettuce, tomatoes, peppers, fresh herbs, the prices on those are not a temporary blip. Wholesale vegetable prices jumped nearly 40% in a single month in 2025. That is not a typo. 40%. And because grocery stores run on the thinnest margins in retail, almost every penny of that lands on you. Fresh vegetables are now on the official list of food categories expected to rise faster than their 20-year average in 2026. So if your grocery bill feels heavier than it used to, you are not imagining it. You are paying more for the same things. But here is what nobody in the produce aisle is going to tell you. Every single vegetable draining your wallet right now, every one of them, can be growing in your backyard, your patio, your balcony, or a single pot by a sunny window for pennies this spring. The vegetable I saved for number 1 on this list, you can grow 20 full pints of it for the same price as one small container at Whole Foods. I will show you exactly which one it is before this video ends. But first, we need to talk about 10 vegetables you need to stop buying immediately. Here's what this video is going to do for you. I'm going to walk you through 10 of the most overpriced vegetables in any American grocery store. And for each one, I will show you the real cost to grow it yourself, when to put it in the ground for your zone, and the one thing most beginner gardeners get wrong. Before we dive in, pull up your zip code at planthardiness.ars.usda.gov and find your USDA Hardiness Zone. It takes 30 seconds, and I will use it for every single item on this list. The USDA updated that map in 2023, and half the country shifted to a warmer zone, meaning a lot of you can start earlier than you think. I've also got 3 bonuses waiting after the list. One of them costs you absolutely nothing. Stay with me. Number 10, zucchini. A single zucchini at the grocery store costs over $1. One zucchini. And if you're cooking for a family, you're grabbing several of those every week without thinking twice. One zucchini plant produces up to 10 pounds of vegetables in a single season, and seeds cost less than $3 for a whole packet. Zucchini is also one of the most forgiving plants you will ever grow. Direct sow the seeds straight into the ground after your last frost. Zones 5 and 6, that's around mid-May. Zones 7 and 8, late April. Zones 9 and warmer, you could be planting right now. Plant 2 seeds per spot, let both sprout, keep the strongest one. By July, you will have more zucchini than you know what to do with. That is not an exaggeration. That's just what zucchini does. Number 9 is even faster. You can be eating this one in under 30 days from seed. Number 9, radishes. Radishes don't get the respect they deserve. A small bag at the store runs $2 to $3 and disappears in one meal. Meanwhile, radish seeds are among the cheapest seeds you can buy, and here's what makes them almost unbelievable. You can be pulling them out of the ground in 25 days. Zones 3 and 4 get them in once the soil thaws, usually April. Zones 5 and 6, late March. Zones 7 and warmer, February works perfectly. The real move is succession planting. Plant a short row every 2 weeks all spring, and you will have fresh radishes from April straight through June without a single gap. Tuck them between your other vegetables. They take up almost no space and are done long before your bigger crops need the room. Number 8 is one where the store price has gotten truly embarrassing, especially anything labeled organic. Number 8, spinach. If you've bought a bag of spinach lately, you already know. $2 minimum for a small bag, more for organic. And the moment you open it, the clock starts ticking. It wilts, it gets slimy, you throw half of it away. Wholesale spinach prices spiked over 150% in 2025. That pain is real and it's not going anywhere. A seed packet runs under $3 and gives you hundreds of plants. Zones 3 through 5 plant as soon as the ground thaws in April. Zones 6 through 8, late February or early March. Zones 9 through 11, spinach is a winter crop in the South. Plant it October through February and it thrives. The trick that changes everything is cut and come again harvesting. Snip the outer leaves, leave the center alone, and one planting feeds you for weeks. Number 7 goes for $6 to $7 a pound at farmers markets and practically grows itself. Number 7, green beans. Fresh beans at a farmer's market run $6 to $7 a pound, and the best part about growing your own is that they require almost zero fussing. Direct sow the seeds straight into warm soil. No starting indoors needed. Zones 5 and 6, mid-May. Zones 7 and 8, late April. Zone 9 and warmer, March through April. If space is tight, grow pole beans on a simple bamboo teepee. They climb vertically, produce for weeks longer than bush varieties, and take up almost no ground space. There is also something quietly brilliant about beans that most people never hear. They fix nitrogen directly into your soil while they grow. They are literally improving your garden while you harvest dinner. Number 6 is the most underrated crop on this list. It keeps producing after everything else has given up for the season. Number 6, kale. Kale bags at the grocery store cost $3 to $5 and go limp within days of opening. But grow your own kale and you will never look at a store bag the same way again. It is one of the highest yield crops per square foot. It thrives in containers, and it has one quality almost nothing else in a garden has. It gets sweeter after a frost. Cold converts its starches to sugars and the flavor deepens. Zones 3 through 6 plant in April. Zones 7 through 9, late April. Zones 9 and warmer, March. The best thing you can do for a cucumber in a small space is give it something to climb. A trellis keeps the fruit clean, extends production, and saves ground space. If you end up with more than you can eat fresh, and you will, that surplus becomes homemade pickles. That skill costs almost nothing to learn and saves you money all year long. Number 4 is one where the price difference between homegrown and store-bought is almost offensive, especially if you buy organic. Bell peppers. Organic bell peppers regularly cost $2 to $3 each. Red and yellow ones go even higher. If your family uses peppers a few times a week, you're spending $15 to $20 a month on them. One bell pepper plant gives you 5 to 10 peppers per season. And here's what makes peppers especially smart to grow. They freeze beautifully. Chop them raw, bag them, freeze them, and they're ready to cook with all winter. Start peppers indoors 8 to 10 weeks before your last frost. Zone 8, transplant outdoors in April. Zone 7, late April. Zones 5 and 6, mid-May. Grow them in a dark container if your zone runs cool. Containers heat up faster than ground soil, and peppers respond to that warmth immediately. Number 3 is the one most gardening channels skip completely. It has the highest dollar-for-dollar return of anything on this list. Number 3, fresh herbs. Pay close attention here because this one changes how you think about your grocery budget entirely. Fresh herbs at the store cost $2 to $3 for a small clamshell of maybe 8 sprigs. Basil wilts within hours of opening. Cilantro turns slimy before the week is out. Parsley dries up in 2 days. You buy them constantly, use a fraction, and throw the rest away. Growing your own herbs delivers over 1,000% return on a single seed packet. A $5 packet of basil produces $50 worth of fresh basil over one summer. Parsley and cilantro are cool season. Get them in the ground in March for zones 5 and up, April for zones 3 and 4. Basil is frost sensitive, so wait until after last frost for any zone. Here's the tip that costs almost nothing. Buy one of those cheap living herb pots from the grocery store produce section, usually $3 to $4. Take it home, gently pull the root ball apart and split it into 4 or 5 individual plants. Pot them separately. You just turned a $4 purchase into $25 worth of herbs. They root fast, and within 2 weeks you're snipping fresh basil every single night. We're almost at number 1. I promised you the vegetable that made me do the math twice. Here's number 2 first. Number 2. Lettuce and salad greens. A container of spring mix costs $4 for barely 10 ounces of greens. A $2 seed packet grows several plants that each give you multiple harvests all spring and summer long. Lettuce needs only 6 inches of soil depth, a window box, a shallow planter, an old colander with drainage holes. It genuinely does not care. Zones 3 and 4 plant in April. Zones 5 and 6, late March. Zones 7 and 8, late February. Zones 9 through 11, lettuce is a fall and winter crop. Plant October through January. Succession plant a short row every 10 to 14 days all spring, and you will never run out of fresh greens again. Never throw away another half-eaten, wilting container of store lettuce. Now, number 1. Number 1, cherry tomatoes. I saved this one for last because no other vegetable on this entire list hits all 3. The taste, the production, and the savings all at once. You can pay up to $5 for a single pint of heirloom cherry tomatoes at a grocery store or farmer's market. 1 pint. A $2 to $3 seed packet can grow you 20 of those pints. A single healthy cherry tomato plant produces roughly 150 to 200 individual fruits per season. Some indeterminate varieties produce well over that. The math is staggering. Start seeds indoors 6 to 8 weeks before your last frost. Zones 5 and 6 start seeds in March and transplant in mid-May. Zones 7 and 8 start in February, transplant in late April. Zone 9 and warmer transplant in March. Choose an indeterminate variety. Sun Gold, Sweet 100, or Juliet are all exceptional, and that plant will keep producing new tomatoes from summer straight through the first frost. A homegrown cherry tomato picked warm off the vine on a July afternoon tastes nothing like anything you will ever find in a store. That difference alone is worth every minute you spend in this garden. Bonus 1, the $0 regrow trick. Before you go, 3 quick bonuses. First one costs you nothing, literally nothing. The white root ends of green onions that you slice off and throw away, drop them in a glass of water on your windowsill. New green tops grow back in days. The base of celery left over after you use the stalks, plant it in a pot of soil and it grows new stalks from the center. A lettuce core does the same thing. This is food that is already in your kitchen being thrown in the trash. Start regrowing it today. Bonus 2, succession planting. Most gardeners plant once and end up with too much produce in 1 week and nothing the next. The fix is simple. Plant a short row of lettuce, radishes, spinach, or beans every 2 weeks through spring instead of all at once. That single habit gives you a continuous, steady harvest all season instead of a 1-week feast and a 2-month drought. It takes 5 extra minutes. It changes everything. Bonus 3, the container shortcut. No yard? No problem. Every single vegetable on this list grows in a container. Lettuce needs only 6 inches of depth. Tomatoes and peppers thrive in 5-gallon pots. Cucumbers climb a balcony railing. Herbs grow in a coffee mug on a windowsill. A basic container garden setup runs $70 to $200 in startup costs and delivers a return of over 750% after the first season. That math works whether you rent an apartment or own a half acre. So there it is. 10 vegetables, zucchini, radishes, spinach, green beans, kale, cucumbers, fresh herbs, lettuce, and cherry tomatoes that you never need to buy from a grocery store again starting this spring. If this video put a single dollar back in your pocket, hitting subscribe keeps content exactly like this coming every single week. And one last thing, tell me in the comments which vegetable you are planting first this spring and what zone you are in. I read every single one. See you in the next video.